So where we're at is business acceleration, which is level number 5, which is the beginnings of, okay, things have been working. Let's start looking into scale. So now we're going to go through in this module, it's how to send value to an email list, right? So that's really about nurturing. What is the purpose of nurturing? Why do we do that in terms of an email list? Also, hiring a virtual assistant is what we're also going to discuss. So what does that really look like now that you understand the processes of the business and the strategies? Well, if you want to bring somebody else to help you supplement some of those activities, what does that really look like? We're also going to look at installing basic automation. So what does the back-end automation of your business look like? This is great for saving time. This is great for not having to do as many things manually. So we're going to talk through what are some of the basic email automations and things that need to be set up. We're also going to look at running Facebook ads. So this is going to be, now Facebook has in the whole entire training on that. So, but we're going to look at what are some of the basics and really more of the strategy and the purpose of it, the tactics and how to do it. There's plenty of trainings on that. So we don't need to give that to you. We really just want to give you the strategy. All right. And then joining the 5K club. All right. So I hope you are excited about that because we're getting ready to dive in on how do we actually take our business to a whole nother level. What nurturing really is there's going to be people that just aren't ready to buy your coaching program yet. So this is, you might come across somebody maybe while you're sending them a DM and they're not ready. Potentially, it could be somebody who you've gotten on a call with. Maybe it was the first call where you were just kind of doing a qualification and you realize, okay, well, they're not quite qualified yet because, you know, for whatever reason, financially, it's not the right time. They're not ready to start yet, whatever it is. They might not be ready on the second call where they can potentially, you present them with what your program is and they're not ready. These are different ways that people are going to land on your email list so you can provide them ongoing value. The question is, well, what should you send out in order to nurture them and give them ongoing value? So there's different systems that you can use. We like to use Kajabi, Kajabi, and I can actually share my screen. So it's Kajabi, which is called Kajabi. And what it really comes down to is this: you got an email list, and it's about sending value. So this is I'm gonna show you a few different examples of what sending value actually looks like. So one type of value could be you just send an email with a subject line. This one just happened to say how I want to solve a problem. And then this is just me giving some context to a link that I'm gonna send. So when it comes to sending value, you can send all of your value in the email, or you could give some value in the email and then you can actually link to something else. So in this case, I'm just talking about why people struggle in their business and actually a client that I've been working with, or what is her story. So basically I'm sending out a video, right? I said, click here to watch this exclusive interview, which is just a replay of an interview that I've done with a client. They click this link. This video could live anywhere. It could live on YouTube. It could live in Facebook, like Facebook Watch. It can live on your website, like on your blog. So you can link people to anywhere you want to link them. Because I'm running a Facebook group and with my ideal clients in it, you could do that too. I just link to the group because the video is pinned inside of the group. But it really doesn't matter. You don't have to do it like that. I've linked people to my Instagram before. So you can link them anywhere where the value is at. But that's one way. So this is something that you can easily send once a week. Send it once a week, right? And you stand in front of them. So that's one example. Another example is this. Another example is same thing. Try to make the subjects catchy. Try to make it catchy because you want people to open up your email. Remember, they're getting inundated with tons and tons and tons of email every day. So your goal is to make it something where they want to open up your email. So this is where learning copywriting is going to come into play. So you want to maybe buy some books on, copy. So that's really going to be a big one. You could do research, watch videos, you might even want to get a course on it, because the better you're able to communicate, the more people that's going to be attracted to what you have. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now you go in here, and then this is just me, same thing, just providing value. In this particular one, all I'm doing is telling a story. So you can tell stories in your email too, as long as it ties back to some value. So same thing, I'm just telling a story, right? And then I'm saying what the lessons are from the story. So if you know one of our core frameworks that we use, right, it's called the HSL method, which is what we call hook, story, lesson. We usually use that for videos, but you can also use that for emails. A hook is something that's gonna grab your attention immediately. So the subject is a good hook. And then how in your emails you can see almost like the first line inside of the email. So pay attention to this first line that you put and try to make that hooky too. So mine says, a few years ago, I finally became open to the idea of spending high ticket money on a coach. You're like, that's interesting. I've considered spending high ticket money on a coach too. So it can be a question, it could be something that's intriguing, it could be a statistics, but something that's going to capture their attention. In this case, I decided to tell a story. So I told a story, and then I just started giving some hints, giving some some principles, so do you need to trust yourself to make decisions, trust yourself to get a coach, trust yourself to invest, right? And just kind of giving some great advice. And that's it. So this particular email didn't have a link in it, right? But it gave value, and people remember this stuff. Okay. So that's that. Now you can also, all emails don't have to be value. I mean, when I say value, I mean, you kind of want majority of them to be valuable. All of them don't necessarily have to be, here's all of the principles and here's me teaching you a lesson. It don't necessarily have to always be that. You can actually send emails that are straight up, here making an offer. So you can send offer emails. So I wanted to show you an example of this too, so you can see what an offer email actually looks like. So this one is me talking about the PCS certification. And I'm just saying, now is your last chance to get it. We had X amount of applications that were submitted. I'm revealing my secret sauce. So I'm making it enticing and I'm making it interesting. Here's everything that you get. And then I'm just listing out my program, and I'm listing out what it comes with, and I'm giving explanations of what it is. Yours may be different. It don't have to be the same thing mine is, right? However, I'll give you a template. I'll give you a template for it. And really, at the end of the day, what it comes down to is you just explaining your program, the same thing that you would say to somebody on a consultation call. I like adding images. So you can add a little image on here. And then the link is about them really learning more. So this will be good to send them maybe to like a landing page where they can learn more, and then they can purchase on a landing page. Okay. And then I got a little PS down here if they have any questions and things of that nature. So really, that's it. And so if you look at my emails, I'm usually just sending emails like that. Maybe nothing you can click on, maybe something you could click on and watch a video. And then probably once every other week, I'm making some kind of offer to buy something. You might not want to do it all the time. I'll probably say max maybe once a week if you really want to like offer your program or offer. Some of the things I'm doing today is I'm sending I'm making invites to have, and I'll actually show you some emails. When we get to the automation section, I'll actually show you some of the emails I automate, but I'm actually sending out emails to book appointments with me. So it may not necessarily be somewhere you can go buy it, my program. It could be, hey, here's the information to the program. Go ahead and reply to this if you're interested. And then now they'll say, hey, I'm interested. And you book them on your appointment for a calendar. You book them on a calendar appointment. So there's different ways you can do it. What I found to be more effective is not necessarily sending out the link, but it's more about getting people to book appointments with you. And that is actually the call to action, instead of the call to action being, here's the direct link to buy.